Did you watch the episode today?
I watched it bright and early this morning. When did you watch it?
Like a week or two ago.
It has to be so recent in my brain.
I write pretty comprehensive notes. I've also seen season 1 several times. I guess I have a good memory also.
It's fresh in my brain now. Portrait of My Father.
Which is painted by Salvador Dali.
Wait.
What's up?
So when I Googled this, because it wasn't one I recognized off the top of my head, you know what else came up is a painting by Frida Kahlo.
Oh.
She also has a portrait of my father. And those are the two really big famous ones.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of other ones because it's like, that's a pretty basic name. But I thought that was really interesting. And I wonder if that's supposed to sort of be a nod to the fact that Bae has these two male forces in her life, like two dad figures.
Ooh. This episode's mainly about John.
It is a lot about John, but Bae's whole journey is
And
just
Bae.
asking different people about her dad.
And getting nothing.
Yeah, doors literally slammed in her face.
It makes sense. It's definitely about fathers and their roles in this episode.
And also mothers and their bangs.
Mothers and their bangs.
There's a lot of bang chat in this one.
Is this about Regina talking to Catherine about getting her bangs fixed? Her bangs look fine.
They looked better before she fixed them. I know it's 2011, so...
Were bangs different in 2011?
Yeah, are you kidding? I was rocking like the most intense side bangs. Like apart all the way on the side of your head with bangs that aren't even bangs. It's just like all of your hair and it swoops down into the side.
Were you one of those?
I know you're saying one of those, implying that I was like a scene kid or an
Yeah.
emo kid. I was not. It's just there was like this brief moment in 2011 where normies were getting...
That's true.
They weren't that bad. Like they weren't that intense. Because those ones were more like razor cut.
Okay.
And mine was more like literally taking
Swooping.
the hair and swooping
Pulling
it.
your hair and swooping it all over.
Yeah.
I never did that.
Yeah. It was a mistake.
It would look crazy.
You had your own hair stuff going on.
I just straightened it all the time. All the time. I know how to handle curls. And I don't think my family did either. So I had pin straight, Japanese hair straightening, keratin.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Like a reverse perm.
Yeah. It was permanent. And then I didn't grow it all out until I was like 20.
All right.
Showtime.
Season 1, episode 3.
Portrait of My Father, June 20th, 2011. Yeah. So it starts off.
Exterior driveway / basketball court.
Exterior driveway. Yeah, Daphne, Toby, and John are playing basketball in the driveway, and the ball keeps hitting the garage door while Bae is doing her art, and she's getting very annoyed.
And to that I say, Bae, maybe get some noise-canceling headphones.
Sure. Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
It is the middle of the day.
It's the middle of the day, and she wants to do her art. Maybe just catch the ball and don't let it hit the wall.
Well, I think that's kind of the whole point of the playing, right? Is to get better. I don't know.
I guess.
You know,
Yeah,
I've never
'cause
touched a
John-
basketball.
Yeah, because John decides to turn this little daughter time into a coaching lesson.
Yeah, he loves to do that. That's sort of his way of connecting. I do think it's funny that Bae comes out and is like, hey, I'm the one that can hear and it's really loud. And then Daphne apologizes immediately. The men don't give a fuck.
Oh no, Toby and John do not care.
No, they are not saying sorry. Again, just like buy her some noise canceling headphones. I bet Toby has some next door in his studio.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, and then Catherine's nameless friend shows up.
I wrote local rich lady.
Yeah,
That's my notes. Local rich lady.
that's probably what the script would call her too. And Catherine decides that they need to come up with a lie to tell people.
Yeah, because they asked Regina if she's the living maid.
True.
Ouch.
I guess
But also a fair assumption.
they clearly have a maid. That feels like not that far of a leap to be like, okay.
Yeah, and then the Canisters are like, okay, well, we need to figure out a lie. They're like, well, we should say that maybe Daphne and Regina are old friends.
Yeah, Daphne does not love that. I also think it's stupid. Also, if you wanted to make people think that your husband had had a secret love child that you were now like harboring in your home, that is the exact story you would make up. Like, they're just old friends from the past reconnecting. I mean, Daphne looks exactly like Catherine.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, that is clearly the child. Yeah, Regina's like, we should tell the truth. And Bay later is like, well, speaking of the truth, who's my dad?
And Regina goes, no, 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 that's too much truth. Not that truth. I kind of
Okay.
love the way Bay does it. She really just goes for it in this episode.
And Regina said, no, not now, and not ever.
And not
Actually.
ever, which is fucked up. Someone tell Bay about her dad.
Someone, give us something. She just says it's a guy that took off when Daphne was low and hasn't been in touch. So no name, no details, no history about how he and Regina met. Nothing.
It's really fucked up. And then we're at Carlton, and Daphne and Emmett are doing a photo shoot.
Yeah, so he's taking pictures of Daphne on his camera, but then when the show shows the snapshots, it's not the actual picture that's being taken.
Thank
Because the
you.
back of his head is being shown.
Yeah, it's like the camera that's filming them is also taking a picture, and we get that picture.
Right.
It's so
So weird.
I guess they didn't have a budget for like a second POV camera on set that day. It's so bizarre. Really awkward. It's also like, I get it. It's 2011. This is totally something my friends probably also did, but watching them do an awkward photo shoot where she's just sitting there like doing faces and he's like, perfect. That's great.
And she's like sticking out her tongue.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. He's obsessed with her.
He's obsessed with her.
And
You know
then
who else is obsessed with her?
Liam.
Who's back at school again.
And he cannot take the hint. I don't
No.
know. I think if someone dished my date, I'd be like, okay, maybe they want to see me.
I do really like that he says, I wasn't sure if you were mad. You just left. And she goes, yeah, because
I was mad. I can't tell when you're mad when you made that angry face.
Yes. When my friends were assholes and then you immediately got upset and left, I was a little confused.
He's never upset a girl in his life. He's not used to this.
No. And he's kind of into it. I think he likes the challenge.
He likes to chase.
Yeah, he really likes the chase.
Yeah.
I also want to note that Daphne is wearing either a button-down Henley or like a tight buttoned cardigan with a hoodie over it.
Thank you for catching this.
Yeah, I
You
really
are-
hated it.
You are a style expert.
The clothes in this episode on both girls were particularly bad.
Good to know. I'll keep an eye out.
Back at that Kenish house, Regina is like, hey, my client is coming. And she maybe is lost.
Oh, that's right.
And Catherine obviously has a reaction to that. I'm not defending Catherine. This is clearly the first Catherine has heard that Regina was running her salon out of her old place. Because Regina has to explain that to Catherine.
Yeah.
Do we think, like, I feel like, again, maybe just Regina saying, are you sure you want me to move in? Me and my business?
Yeah, I don't think Catherine knew that she ran her business out of the house.
Yeah. She didn't, because she, like, was confused by it.
But I think the way it's being presented is that she really
Yeah.
cares about appearance.
Oh, for sure. That's what it is. But for me, I was like, maybe run that by her in advance. Not in an asking for permission way, just in a, like, heads up. I guess that was her giving a heads up.
Yeah.
She was
But
like,
then-
heads up, my client's coming.
And then Catherine said, well, I'm going to help you get a job at Geraldo's.
But the bangs insult, Regina being like, I have a client coming, and let me know if you want to do something about those bangs.
Get her ass.
I would die if someone said that to me.
Are we at the authentic Mexican restaurant now?
We are indeed. Bay and Ty, they're on a date. Kind of.
They're hanging out, but it's also in East Riverside. She's kind of, I guess, exploring what her life could have potentially been.
Yes, and they're at a, quote, authentic restaurant in East Riverside with photos of everyone from the community on the wall, which is really sweet.
And then Ty rightfully says, authentic is what white people call poor.
And that is how she meant it.
That is.
She says this while wearing a jacket cut like a classic moto leather jacket,
Okay.
but it's all white lace. It's really tough to look at. And then John's at Daphne's school again.
Yeah. And guess who we meet?
Melody.
Played by the icon Marley Matlin. We are not worthy.
Love
I
her
feel
so
like we
much.
need like royal music.
I can make
Yeah,
something happen.
icon Marley Matlin. If you don't know who Marley Matlin is, I'm really sorry for you. She's the first deaf performer to win an Academy Award, and she was also the youngest Best Actress winner for Children of a Lesser God. She was also in the police drama Reasonable Doubt. And did you ever watch The L Word?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, she's Joey in the Elwood, who dates Beth for a bit. She was also in Coda and the 2015 revival of Spring Awakening by Jeff West. And she's been on every TV show. She's been on Seinfeld and SVU and Desperate Housewives. And there's a documentary about her that is out now called Marlee Matlin, Not Alone Anymore, which I highly recommend. I think it's on Apple TV. Anyways, she's a huge advocate for the rights of deaf people, and she only accepted roles if producers agreed to caption movies. So she is a big reason as to why we have TV shows and movies captioned now.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Marlee Matlin.
Thank you, Marlee Matlin. Thank you from everyone. I personally cannot watch anything without captions anymore either. They're so helpful.
Yeah.
She changed the world.
Yeah, so we meet her. She's Melody. She's the basketball coach. John, again, infiltrates the basketball practice. He's got nothing else to do on, like, a Tuesday afternoon, I guess.
Well, you know, the car wash company only keeps him so busy.
And then he offers some unsolicited coaching advice. And Melly rightfully goes, who the fuck are you?
Love how mean she is to him. As does he. I feel like John has such a crush on her.
Oh, he does.
He totally does.
And rightfully so. She's an elf.
She's a smoke show.
She's so hot.
And she's so mean.
Yeah.
I just like how mean she is to him.
Yeah.
She's the only one. Everyone else that kind of capitulates to him. She's like, I like your baseball career. Get the fuck off the court.
And then he blabs like, oh, I'm Regina's friend. And he goes on. And she's like, girl, I know you. You're Daphne's dad.
Yeah. Like, Regina tells me everything.
Yeah. And
that's when Catherine shows up at the guest house. And she's got brand new side-swept bangs that look like
Regina did not do.
That Regina did not do. That look like shit to
I
me.
think Regina would have done a better job.
I thought Catherine's bangs were cute, personally. The wispy little front bangs. I think they were way cuter than this side-swept moment that she has. Again, very 2011. And she says, I went shopping for the girls. And then she also says, and I went by my salon and I talked to my guy that owns the salon. Geraldo. And he has an open chair if you want it. Which is, one, Catherine trying to get Regina to not run her hair salon out of the guest house because she cares about appearances. Two, sweet in a way because she thinks that's like an opportunity for her. And she says that. She's like, you could cultivate
a
clientele. People in Mission Hills are really big tippers. I totally get all of that. It is so expensive to work in a chair at a salon.
Yes, my friend Haley works at a salon in Soho. It's very expensive because you have to pay for your own seat.
You have to pay for your own seat. You have to pay out a percentage of all of your haircuts typically.
Yeah. Which they do not mention in the show. Geraldo just like says, here you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can see where Catherine's coming from. I think ultimately, like, it's evident just how much she has, like, no idea what she's talking about. And I'm kind of surprised Regina goes for it. I think just because she said, my clients are going to have to take 3 buses to get here.
Yeah, and I think she was like, I don't care about my clients. Let's get new ones.
Which I get. I'd want those big Mission Hills tippers, too.
Yeah. I think once the money went in her face, she said, oh. Okay, this rocks.
Yeah, because she does not want to be under the Kenish's thumb forever.
Exactly.
And then, John is driving Daphne home from practice. Notice he is finally facing her when he speaks.
Yes, he does.
And they're, like, having a good... I feel like that's actually a really good... They sort of use that as a way to indicate where their relationship is at in this episode.
Yeah, you really see, like, as the family, like, picks up signs or starts to interact with Daphne in different ways, like, how far along in their relationship they are.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's finally understanding that. They're getting to talk sports and basketball and all that stuff that they care about.
It is sweet. They are bonding.
Yeah. And they get home, and Bae is home late because Ty's car broke down after their date, their authentic date.
Authentic Mexican food date.
Yeah, so she's really panicked that she's going to be in trouble, but John is so happy.
John does not care.
John doesn't give a fuck. He's so happy that that one of his kids wants to, like, talk sports with him.
That's true. Yeah, because Toby won't either.
No. So he's just like, he's literally walking on a cloud. He's like, hey guys,
everything's fine.
love you. Like, doesn't even remember.
Who's Bae? Don't know her.
But then he does accidentally reveal to Bay later that evening about the lawsuit. He brings up the lawsuit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And she's very upset.
Why is she upset?
That's sort of how I felt. She very plainly tells him, like,
Oh, like,
you're suing because you got stuck with me as your kid instead of Daphne, who's perfect.
And I think John rightfully is like, no, the hospital made a mistake.
Yeah, get your bag.
Get your bag.
Get your bag. I think it's fine. I don't know why.
Corporation's bag.
Yeah, sue the fucking corporation. That money could do. I know she already, like, has enough money, but, like, still, you could do some good with it, or you could put it towards an art project, a massive one, whatever you want. Like, I think that she's just making it about her.
Yeah, well,
Which
no
tracks.
one's giving her any love and attention.
Yeah, what's new? And then we get Daphne hanging out in her room, and we get a call. I forget the name of these devices. But
It's a VOI.
VOI?
VR.
VRI.
Yeah, video relay interface?
Video relay interface. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, just a
I
second.
just wrote video phone.
Okay. VRI. Okay. Oh, yeah, but before that, she's rifling through the clothes that Catherine got her.
Oh, yes. She is.
Yeah, she sees a floor top and little actor Katie LeClaire does a little grin. Yeah, that's a match. But then she pulls out a skull. Bad, sad.
It's literally like a skull and crossbones.
And I'm pretty sure I had that exact shirt.
That's so
And little Katie LeClaire does a little frown.
little frown. She said skull and crossbones. That's not me. I'm not a pirate. That's Bay.
I was like, oh, she's acting. And yeah. Also, I noticed in her bedroom there's a poster for a documentary called See What I'm Saying, which is it's a documentary about deaf entertainers. You know what I'm saying? It's a fun little nod to
That
deaf
is
culture.
fun.
Threw that poster up in the bedroom. I've never seen the documentary, but you guys should go watch it.
Yeah. Maybe we should check it out.
Yeah, and I think...
And then
yeah.
she gets a call on the...
Yeah, she gets a call on... Well, he calls her, and then she answers through the VOI headset. Also, yeah, VOI is the video relay interface. Basically, when someone calls you on, like, their cell phone, there's an interpreter on, like, FaceTime, basically, interpreting for Daphne. Very cool to see on TV.
Yeah, very cool. I remember at the time, after watching that episode, asked our sign language teacher about it and, like, wanted to learn more about it.
Yeah.
And then I think at one point, because in 2011, FaceTime, like, wasn't really a thing yet, I feel like.
No, it wasn't. So they had to use VOIs. But now deaf people mainly just use FaceTime.
Yeah.
Or, I guess, text more. But VOIs are still helpful. Like, for example, Liam doesn't know signs. So
Yeah.
a VOI will still be very helpful in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Liam calls and I guess is like, let's hang out. And Daphne does the same thing she said last episode. Like, you're not getting this deaf thing, are you? And Liam is not understanding how interpreters work. It's not
I thought
comprehending.
this was cute and funny, personally.
This annoyed me.
Okay. See, there's the difference. I thought it was kind of sweet how, like, I don't know, like, ruffled he was getting over it. Like, he was really flustered.
I had no patience for him.
I mean, that's true. Me either. I think this was the funniest thing that he's done.
Because he was like, wait, tell her. He starts talking to the interpreter. That's not how the interpreter works.
I know.
Just talk to Daphne and you'll interpret. But again, he's not getting it. But at the same time,
Why would he get it? Daphne likes this super rich, sheltered kid from Mission Hills. I mean,
they were
I
on
guess-
one date. Why would he understand how the VOI works?
Yeah, I am also curious, like, how did he have to set up that?
No, when Daphne answers it on her side,
It will
it's
just
set up.
automatically go through to, I should know this because my sign language teacher's friend was an interpreter for one
So
and, like, came and talked to us about it.
I don't have one on my app because I mainly FaceTime. But if you called me and I had the VOI app on my phone, when I answer the phone, it'll like automatically connect to the VOI. And an interpreter will come up and I'll look at the interpreter while you talk.
Yeah, but would I get any kind of warning that was happening?
I don't think so.
Then how does he even know that's what's happening? That's what I'm
She
so
tells
curious
him.
about.
She said, do you know there's an interpreter? And he said, someone's interpreting this? Tell her this. Wait, no, don't tell her that.
Okay, thank you. I kind of thought that he knew that he'd like gotten a crash course somehow before.
No,
Like there was
and
a
he wouldn't
disclaimer.
have.
Yeah.
They only did like the lip reading game, and that was about it.
I'm kind of obsessed with that then because why did he call her?
Right.
Like if he thought that she was going to answer and there wasn't going to be a middleman, how did he think that was going to work?
Maybe he just thought, oh, maybe she has hearing aids, she can probably hear.
That's
This is the equivalent of like when the hearing person sends me an audio message. Guys, I can't hear that.
but it auto transcripts it now.
It does auto transcribe, which is nice. Yeah, that's true. But I remember way back when I was dating mainly, I would get audio messages, and I said, you can't send it to a deaf person.
I'm also very anti audio message unless you have explicitly stated in the relationship that you want that.
I'll only do it if you tell me beforehand that you need to do an audio message for like a saga. You have to tell me.
Yeah.
But otherwise, text or FaceTime me.
Yeah. I have friends that used to send me like 20-minute long audio messages unprompted. And I was like,
That's a lot.
that's like putting someone in jail. Cuz also I have to like the phone doesn't auto stay on. Like I have to sit there for 20 minutes and like lock into this.
My issue with the audio messages when it comes, that's telling me, oh, I have to put on my cochlear implant. This is work.
Yeah.
Thankfully, now I can just read the transcription, but then I think it takes away from the audio message experience. I'm not hearing the cadence. I'm not.
Totally. Just tell them to use voice to text if they don't want to if their
That's
thumbs
so
are tired.
That also exists.
Cuz they can still voice to text and then it comes through to you.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Liam is not getting this, and then he interprets does this thing which interpreters do not do in real life. But he like scolds Liam
Yeah, that was
mid-interpretation. Is like, don't tell a girl, don't be mad, or something like that.
yeah, he said and then Liam says, "Trust me, I've got this." And the guy says, "Your funeral."
Yeah, for context, interpreters do not do this, and if they do, that's not allowed.
That is not a good interpreter. Yeah,
Yeah.
if they're breaking that.
They cannot
Barrier.
insert themselves in the conversation. Their job is just to provide access
Yeah.
and interpret. That was silly. Yeah, where are we up to now?
Catherine's friend shows up at the salon and is a total cunt.
That's Denise now.
That's Denise now. This is how we meet Denise.
Yes. Oh, yeah, she shows up and Regina does her hair, and she is fishing for gossip.
Yeah, she is talking shit. She's like throwing it out there.
Yeah.
And
what's
Regina's being very diplomatic.
She is. And then she'll warn Catherine later.
And then she's gonna warn Catherine,
That
which
was
is
right.
good. Regina's ultimately like for everything about about Catherine that she has an issue with, she stands by her. Like she is not interested in
No, she's not
Engaging
interested
with
in like
Denise.
causing drama. Regina does not want drama.
no. And then Daphne brings Bae her skull and crossbones shirt and says,
I think this is for you.
yeah, I think this is for you. And then Bae's like, oh yeah, I got some of your stuff too. And it's
And over beautiful floral pastel.
yeah, it's all
Just-
floral. It honestly looks like a nursing room like wallpaper print to me. I hated it, but it is funny to show the difference between the girls. And Bae is like, this is a good time to ask you about my father.
And Daphne's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, she said, actually, fuck you. He left when I was young. And Bae's like, well, he left you, not me. I think is kind of a fair point. Like,
Yeah, he left you. Also, he didn't know that you wanted the bio daughter. Or, I guess,
he had a lot of
He
stuff
had an
going on.
inkling.
Yeah,
He had
he
an
maybe
inkling.
had an inkling.
yeah. And I think Daphne's take on this is he left because I was deaf.
Yes, that is clearly how she feels. Bae immediately is like, well, that's not how I feel, because I don't know yet.
And which is fair. I think she has the right to know.
Yeah,
Daphne is getting spoiled like crazy. She's got, some wallpaper clothes. And she's getting all the time in the world with John.
yeah.
And Bae is getting nothing. Yeah, Daphne's not giving her anything. And then Bae later goes to Adriana. Well, Adriana's doing yoga. Nothing.
Yeah, like immediately. Daphne says, fuck you, don't ask again. Leaves. Bae immediately goes, finds Adriana. She's
Yeah.
like, hey, grandma. The way she says it is so funny. She's like, I think she was maybe looking for Regina.
Maybe.
And so she goes up, sees grandma, sounds so disappointed. Hey, grandma, sad. And Adriana says, nope, don't ask me either.
Yeah.
I hate that man.
Strike 3, you're out.
Yeah. Then Melody comes over for a bang trim. Lots of bang stuff. Lots of bang
Yeah,
action.
you're right.
Yeah.
Melody have bangs?
Not really. She has side swept bangs.
Like curtain bangs.
The little, but only on one side. She has one curtain bang.
Okay.
That's the 2011. That's what I'm talking about. She has a less extreme version of what I had.
Okay.
That's kind of what Regina has too.
Right.
A side part with one curtain bang.
Yes,
Very
right.
big back then.
You're right. It was so 2011 fashion.
Yeah. And John is like, y'all want to play horse? And
So
Melody
always
says, no, I do not.
Nope. And he plays with Daphne and gets way too competitive about it.
He's gone like coach mode. He's no longer in dad mode. And
it's not fun.
Yeah.
She has to do homework.
Yeah, right. She has homework to do. He's like, you're not going to quit, are you? Whatever.
She's like, what?
Regina's upstairs and she finishes doing Melody's hair, and then Melody really forces her to
hang out with your daughter.
To hang out with her daughter and just like open up a little. Like, I think we get a little bit of insight into the fact that Regina's maybe scared.
Yeah, she's afraid of disappointing her.
And she says out loud, like, right now I'm the cool mom. It's really sweet.
That's true. I just think I need a little more from her. Like, what is she so scared about? What's the disappointment? And then I guess this is when Bay is on a little search for the funds to help Ty with his broken down car.
Well, first John comes inside from playing horse, and him and Catherine have this exchange of like, he's like, she's so great, like talking about Daphne, like she's perfect, basically. And Catherine nicely is like, don't put that on her.
Yeah.
Like, she's not going to be perfect. She's just as flawed as Bay.
She is. And Catherine is, and I see this later on in the season, she's the much more empathetic parent.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise, right?
Yeah, John is really idolizing his brand new daughter.
Yeah, and then Bay, meanwhile, is waiting for Ty to pick her up.
Yes.
And he calls and says, my car has broken down.
And she decides to go searching for the funds to help with his broken car without asking him.
And she doesn't have to search hard.
No, because she goes right to Toby.
Yeah, that was really surprising to me that he just like handed her a wad of cash.
Where'd he get that money?
Where did he get that money? She says like they're for paintbrushes. Why would she not just ask her parents then? Like, wouldn't Toby be like,
believe her?
No, I know why. I'm saying, why would Toby believe that she would ask him for like secret illicit cash?
Because he won't rat on her. Because he knows it's not for ostrich eyelash paintbrushes or whatever they were for.
I guess maybe he deep down does know.
Yeah.
And then Daphne is up late. Because she's working on her paper. Because she was playing basketball.
Dad kept making her play horse. And Regina said, you can't. You gotta learn to say no.
She said, don't let him push you like that.
Don't be a people pleaser.
And I think she said, like, I think that's just what dads do.
Yeah, well, Daphne doesn't know.
She doesn't.
She doesn't understand, like, how dads work.
And then Daphne and Emmett, the next day, they're at Carlton.
Yes.
Emmett has printed out full-size, glossy versions of all of those photos from their silly little photo shoot.
And his back is not in it, so I guess.
Yeah, they turned out fine, but Daphne is pulling the most insane Willem Dafoe level pose in front of Carlton in the photo, like the giant one that he's got. And she's like, oh, that one came out great. What is this for? Is this for a project?
I think he's just goofing around. He likes photography.
It costs a lot of money to get photos developed.
Well, you see Emmett's house later. I think he's well off.
I don't think that's true.
They have a river view.
Do they?
Yeah, you'll see later.
Okay, I'll see.
But Liam keeps calling.
And Emmett takes this moment to be like, deaf-hearing relationships do not work.
Yeah, there's some statistic, which I think is a little antiquated. It's something like 80 or 85% of deaf-hearing relationships won't work. Or, like, end up not working out.
I think he's totally right. Like, a hearing person would not understand my culture or my family or my friends.
Yeah, my perspective. And I think it's just like an extra barrier because there's a
For
language.
sure. Oh, for sure.
Well, also, he's just jealous because he likes Daphne.
Yeah.
Because then he describes his type, which is a smart, hot, funny girl that's into motorcycles and deaf, which is Daphne.
Yeah.
That's Daphne on paper.
I know. Yeah, he loves her. But I do think he's right that Liam is not that guy. Like,
No.
Emmett's being like, Liam is not the guy that's going to make the effort.
No, I think basically my wife is hearing, and but like I think she gets my perspective on things. Maybe not 100% because that's not how being a human works, but like she's able to empathize with like how me being deaf affects my daily life,
Yeah.
and she understands my language and my culture, and yeah, and she communicates with me and my friends perfectly. But that took work.
Yeah.
That takes work and commitment. So I understand that maybe Emma is like he
Not
hasn't
what.
really seen that.
Yeah, he's like Liam the loser. Like,
Liam the loser, correct. And I agree. I don't think Liam would ever understand like what Daphne is going through.
no, he's already fumbled it so many times.
Yeah.
Bay's back in her studio then, and she's working on a new piece that's quite interesting, and she is now rocking a black lace jacket.
Oh, instead of white.
Yeah,
We went to black. Okay.
yeah. And Ty calls her and is like, I was coming over to apologize for yelling at you
Oh
when.
yeah. Well, Babe brought the money to Ty.
Yeah, it was just so insignificant. I didn't even write it down. It was so quick. It was like, of course he's mad. He goes, I'm not going to take your money. And then
Yeah.
she leaves.
He wasn't being nice about it though. I think
He
he was
wasn't.
nicer.
She is 15. I'm like, that's such a 15-year-old thing to do.
And Trilby later says, "That was so your mom. That was so Catherine." No,
Yeah.
Bay liked that. I think it made her happy.
I know, I think it did. But Ty's like, I was going to come apologize, but my truck's still broken. Can you come to me? So she does. And this is, I think, the first like full shot of the truck. And I just wanted to say that it looks exactly like Bella's truck in Twilight. And I wonder if that was on purpose because this was 2011. That truck was everywhere
Love that.
for the tweens.
You have such beautiful attention to detail.
They make up. They make out a little bit, whatever.
Make up and make out.
John becomes the basketball coach, kind of, because Melody's like, I'm tired. I don't want to do it.
She said, "Here's the clipboard. I'm sick of you."
Yeah, he was being a lot.
He's getting very perfectionist about this high school basketball team that I'm sure is not that good.
Something that I took comfort in that scene where he starts coaching and yelling at them so much is that most of those girls probably can't hear him.
Yeah.
And thank God.
He's doing a huddle with them. He's speaking. No interpreter.
Yeah,
No signing.
no interpreter, no signing. He's like getting too coachy. He's like yelling at them. He's yelling at Daphne. He's like, come on, guys. Like, you're messing this up. Thank God. I hope none of those girls could fucking hear him.
I hope none of them hear him.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I
Daphne
was
can
watching-
tell. Daphne can tell he's being an asshole.
Those girls do not understand what he's saying. Also, he yells at them from the sidelines. When I played basketball, I could not hear a thing my coach said from the sidelines. It's not helpful for anyone. And then, yeah, he drives her home later, and he's facing her, but it's a dark car.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to think that Daphne understands him perfectly.
Well, she doesn't at first because he apologizes. He's like, I realized like I took it too far. I'm so sorry. This is just how I get. And she goes, did you say something?
I think she's lying.
You think she's lying? Because
I think she just doesn't want to talk.
But then they continue to work it out.
That's true.
But he doesn't repeat it, is what makes me mad.
Oh, Digger, never mind.
He doesn't say never mind. He says a true apology the first time, and then she goes, what was that? Did you say something? And he is like, I just realized that I was like being too hard. But he doesn't say the words I'm sorry again,
Yeah.
which he really should if she
If she missed it
didn't
first time.
fucking catch anything he said. But then he says that he thinks Daphne plays scared sometimes. And that really piques her interest and inspires her to go visit Liam at his food truck for free shrimp.
I guess. She said, "Scared?"
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
okay.
show you scared.
I'm gonna go to the food truck.
Yeah, and
A lot of food trucks in the show.
lot of food trucks.
Food trucks were such a new thing, also. Or,
Yeah,
not new.
they
but, like,
weren't. They were trendy. They were really trendy.
They got really trendy in the 2010s. So that tracks, I
Yeah.
guess.
They make up. She eats a shrimp and he says they're spicy and she says, I like to live dangerously.
Not like other girls.
Okay, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
Whatever,
kind of the
girl.
end of the Daphne Liam plot here.
And then we are back at the house with Catherine, who this whole episode, it's so irrelevant, so we haven't brought it up, is planning a charity event. This is
Okay.
the fundraiser for Buckner that's going to be, we're going to see it in the next episode.
Next episode.
But
Great
her
episode.
and Denise have been hanging out so much because she's wanted to bounce ideas for the fundraiser off of Denise.
Oh,
Why?
they're trying to think of themes.
They're thinking of themes. She wanted to do 1,001 nights, and Denise goes, "That's crazy with everything going on in the Middle East."
Okay.
Okay, I don't think the people of Kansas City really give a fuck. She just wants to put paper lanterns up. That's literally all Catherine wants.
Yeah, paper lanterns and some fun lights and
Yeah.
some blues and purples.
They don't say explicitly what the new theme that she's moved on to is, but earlier in the episode, Regina swings by to warn her about how Denise kind of sucks.
Right.
And she sees Catherine unfolding these paper lanterns and makes a joke like, "Oh, what is Friday night? Celebrate the Orient night?"
Jesus.
And Catherine's like, haha, like you're making fun of my fundraising efforts, whatever. I'm so curious what the theme ends up being because all we hear from this planning session that Denise and Catherine are having at the house is Catherine going, and then I think it would be cool if we projected Chinatown, the movie, outside. So is the theme Chinatown? Just like so wild and out of left field. What is the theme?
It doesn't even need a theme. Just fundraise for Buckner. As if they need the money, but that's not the problem. Whatever.
Yeah. And then she's like, okay, I'm going to tell Denise because Denise is gossiping. So she tells Denise the truth. The girls were switched at birth. And Denise says, oh, we thought that Daphne was John's love child and that Regina was his mistress. And she said, oh, that's worse. Yeah.
Not
and
really
then,
empathetic about it. She just said, okay.
yeah, she's kind of like, oh, sweetie.
Dot,
And
dot,
that's,
dot.
yeah, that's kind of it. And then John goes to Bay for a much more empathetic heart-to-heart. I'm not going to lie, I teared up a little when they have this little moment.
I was just so distracted by her painting because she's painting the letters man question mark and
With
it's
the
the
face.
shape of a man's side profile. It's so on the nose.
I'm going to be honest, though, it's one of her better pieces in
It's
this first
good.
season.
But I like that John does not get it.
No, he does.
Oh, he does. That's right. He
That's
does
what's
get
so
it.
sweet.
And then she said, I thought no one would get it. It's very obvious.
It is very obvious. And he goes, I know, let's just put aside the fact that it's very obvious because it made me emotional when he goes like, you know, I love you. I'm so proud of you. Like, just because me and Daphne have more things in common on the surface doesn't mean that I love you any less or that I'm less your dad. I love the stuff you do. I think it's so cool that I can't understand it at all. Like, I could never have done that. This piece, like, man with a question mark. And she goes, you saw the question mark? I thought nobody would get that. And he says, well, maybe not anybody would, but I would because I'm your dad. And then they hug. It's really sweet.
It is.
I teared up a little.
No.
It was nice. And it's just so nice for Bay. And then it's like a long hug. It's really nice for Bay.
It is.
And then Bay is inspired by that interaction to go talk to Daphne. I think because she is reminded like, hey, I have a really great dad that I've had my whole life. And Daphne has had no dad.
Yeah.
A dad so bad that they don't even speak of him. I do think a little bit of her was also hoping that Daphne would decide to open up more about this missing father,
But she does not.
which she doesn't, but she gives her this iconic photo of Regina,
You know.
pregnant Regina, in front of presumably her dad's truck, and she said, your dad took this.
Yeah.
And it's-
Bay is inside.
Yeah, she says, that's you in there.
It's really sweet.
It's really sweet, and that's how the episode ends. I don't know. I was thinking about this morning. I don't know that I've ever seen a photo of my mom pregnant with me.
Huh. I'm sure. There's plenty of pictures of my mom pregnant with me.
You were the first.
I
You're
was
the
also
oldest.
first.
I think because I'm the youngest.
Al.
They were like, we already did the pregnancy thing once. We don't need to take pictures
But
of
your
it.
mom didn't go out and do anything? Well, she was pregnant with you?
I'm sure there are photos in existence of her pregnant with me.
But nothing like big tummy.
No, like, official photo shoot photo. No photo that's clearly my dad being like, let's capture a photo of you pregnant. There's not one of those.
I don't think there's anything like that with my mom, too. There's like pictures of my mom at her baby shower for me, but like, I just know I'm in there, but
Yeah. No, I've never seen one. I think it'd be cool to see one.
I don't think there's any for my brother. Sorry, my
Mm.
brother.
Yeah, so see,
Because
that's
he's the younger one.
that's how it works. Yeah, if it's the second pregnancy, it's like, okay, we already have pictures of you
Yeah,
pregnant. Who
whatever.
cares? I also was supposed to be a boy. Like, they misread the sonogram. That was still a thing back then.
I love that.
And they were both everyone in my family was not low-key, very high-key disappointed about the fact that I was a boy.
They
Like-
said we wanted a different kind of Danny.
I think they wanted 2 kids and they wanted a girl and a boy so that, like, they wanted one of each. You know how, the classic.
Yeah.
That's sort of the classic thing. So,
Like my family.
yeah. And so when they realized that, I think my mom, who really wanted a daughter, was like, fuck, I think I have to have a 3rd kid now just to try again. And then my brother was like, I don't want a brother.
Oh, so
I
you're
want a
happy.
sister. So, yeah. So when I came out a girl, everyone was thrilled. But I think part of them not taking a lot of photos is maybe because they were like, whatever, it's just another boy.
Yeah. Who cares about boys?
Who cares about boys? Yeah. Anyway, guys, love you.
Thank you for listening. Really
Yeah.
appreciate it. And tune back next week.
Tune back next week for episode 4. What painting is it? Do we know?
Ooh, let me see. Let's see. Dance Amongst Daggers.
And comment down below which painting you think they're referencing for Portrait of My Father.
Oh yeah, the Dali painting or the Kahlo painting. All right. Bye.
Bye.